Hey everyone, happy Monday. So I need your help with something. We've gotten a fruit off our plants before. We got a couple blueberries. It was tart. It was early in the season. We had strawberries. They were also tart. They were like they fruited early, but they weren't very sweet at all. That was a couple months ago. And then our groundhogs got the blueberries I was trying to get and my strawberries, so I didn't get any off them. But Walter and I got our first little blackberry harvest. And let me tell you, I'm so excited for this. Now, there's two different kinds here. This on the right is, I'm assuming, wild strawberries. I don't know. But they've been here forever. These plants were planted by the grandmother. They grow up with the grape vines on the bush right by our pond, and they are tinier, but they are very pretty, aren't they? And then these are off a plant I bought at Walmart's, I think. It had some fruit on it. It's been fruiting really, really good. It's a thornless blackberry, that one is. This one has thorns. Not as easy to pick. So I am going to try both kinds and see if they, number one, if either one of them are sweet, and number two, which one is sweeter. So I think I'm going to try the original first. Originals were first, so they just deserve to be tried first, right? This is like the biggest one. Isn't that nice? Cajun's going to be so excited. She loves blackberries. And this brings me memories of my childhood living in North Carolina. We lived outside of Asheville in Leicester, North Carolina when I was a kid. We had blackberry bushes, and Mom would make blackberry dumplings. I'll never forget that. Ooh, sour. That was sour. Maybe I should let them get riper, but then the birds get them. Ugh, yeah. Okay, that was very tart. Very, very tart. Yeah. Not ready yet. Not sweet. I don't know why they're not sweet. They look like they should be. Now, these are the ones I bought off that bush. I think it was in Walmart's. Almost positive. But it could have been Lowe's. But I'm pretty sure it was Walmart's. So let me try this one. Still just a tiny bit tart, but much sweeter than the other ones. So right now, the store-bought ones are winning. We'll try them again in a couple weeks, let them get riper, and see what happens. I hope the bird doesn't get all of them. There's a bunch more ripening on both bushes, so hopefully we'll be picking those as they go. And I'm gonna freeze them. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze these, even though they're tart, because they'll add some wonderful flavor as we collect some. I think they'll still add something to it, and hopefully the sweetness of the sugar and the jam, because I'm going to be probably making jams and jellies. So as anyone knows, they have loads of sugar in them. So hopefully that'll override the tartness, and it'll just add some flavor. But so that was my experiment today. Happy Monday. I hope your day is going excellent. Walter is weed eating up the side of the mountain today. We had to put some calcium in our tomatoes because they were getting what's called end rot. So I had some calcium that I take. We've been putting eggshells in them, but I went ahead and stuck some of those calcium pills in there. And we're going to water them in tonight and, yeah, see how that helps. Maybe, hopefully, because I don't want this one plant is the one from my sister. One of the ones from my sister is bearing a lot of fruit, but so far every fruit that is bore has had end rot on it. So the beefsteak tomatoes in that one huge bush It is, it's got some tomatoes on it that don't have end rot, so I'm very happy about that. And our peppers are almost ready to pick. I'm going to show them to you in our garden tour. I started a garden tour, I think last Saturday, somewhere like that. Maybe it was before then, and my phone went off halfway through. So, and I haven't gotten back out. I had hand surgery on my other hand. So this hand here is almost healed. I had carpal tunnel and a trigger finger. And then this hand is just starting to heal. So I've been kind of laid up. So I will get the rest of that done. Of course, it's going to be growing more, so I might as well do a whole new one, right? But yeah, I'm very proud of Walt and I both. And Walt's like through the roof over his garden. He's a farmer. He's just enjoying this so much, and I love it. I just love it. It reminds me of my dad a lot. You know, my dad, everywhere we went, he would try so hard to get a garden going. And in Florida, it's hard because it's so freaking hot in Florida. But when we lived in Leicester, outside of Asheville, when I was a kid, he had a nice big garden in the back. And I wish that I had gardened more with him. I think that he took that time. He always watered his plants. He had a lot of flowering bushes and avocado trees and fig trees. He was always planting something. And I think that when he was taking care of that, that was his alone time, his meditation time, his chill time. Whenever you have 8 kids, I think anytime you can get by yourself doing something peaceful, you know, you need it. So he never pulled us into that. I think that was his escape from us. So, but it does remind me of him, and I'm so happy to honor him and my grandmother and everybody else in our family that grows, and I have friends that are growing. Miss Q, Mrs. Q, you know who you are. But I'm just happy to be doing this. You know, I'm happy to be doing new things in an old way. All right, love you. Bye.